Hello everybody and welcome to The Noble Way. We are at Universal Studios here in Orlando, Florida. And today we are going to be doing the KREWE CRAWL.
Yes.
It is sort of a self-guided walking tour / scavenger hunt that's during Mardi Gras only at Universal Studios. So we're going to go around, we're going to find all the spots, and we're going to get an awesome prize at the end for completing the scavenger hunt. So stay tuned, should be a lot of fun. Here's our first stop in the Universal Studios store, right at the entrance here. And you can see this is the KREWE CRAWL Lizard Planet. The inhabitants of UCAR tip the scales when it comes to partying on their home planet. Visitors will have a hysterical good time celebrating Mardi Gras here. That's so cool. And there's like a chameleon-looking lizard there. And that would be cool if you could actually get these masks. So let's get started with the KREWE CRAWL. The first things first, we've got to pick up our map that shows you where to actually go for the KREWE CRAWL. And you can stop at most of the different stores, especially the Universal store right at the very entrance. That's the best one to stop at because it's actually the first stop on the KREWE CRAWL, and they will already mark it off for you. So we picked up our map, the KREWE CRAWL map. It's got all the locations on the inside. It shows you where to go. So it's not as much of a scavenger hunt as it is sort of a self-guided walking tour. So I don't think there's gonna be a lot to find, but in each of the stores there will be something really cool to look at, which we'll see when we get over there. But here's the map. There's 12 different places to go to, so there's only 11 for us to go to now because we already got our first one stamped. So I'm kind of excited. Now the interesting thing is this is normally $10. This is a $10 self-guided tour to get this map, and then you get an awesome prize at the end of it. But because we're getting close to the end of Mardi Gras, it was only $5. Like, what a steal. $5. Even actually the cast member, when she rang it up and she was like, no, it's only $5. She's like, I might actually have to do that myself now. Because I'm like, yeah, it's only $5. Now, we didn't get an annual pass discount on this. It is what it is. But I'm excited to get the gift at the end. So it shows you right here what the gifts are. You actually get a cool Mardi Gras mask at the end of this, and there's a couple of different ones to choose from. She said we'd be able to choose which mask we get. So I'm excited. $5 if you do it near the end of Mardi Gras. Now I guess if you wait till the end, you risk them running out.
Yeah.
But just know that you might get a steal like we did and actually get it for $5. So I'm excited about that. I thought $10 was going to be cheap for a mask because you get a cool mask. $5. All right, let's get started. We already got number one down. I think the first one we've got to go to is right over there, the opposite corner of where we're at. So let's get going. All right, so looking at the map, we've already got number one here, which was the Universal Studios store, and it says that the next one, number two, is the Silver Screen Collectibles. And it looks to me like that's I always call that kind of the Betty Boop store. So let's go check that out. All right, I think this is the Silver Screen Collectible store. The entrance over there always just is like Betty Boop, so I always kind of just associate this with the Betty Boop store, even though there is more than just Betty Boop here. Yeah, see, like this whole section over here where you walk in from the main street there is Betty Boop stuff. So let's see if we can find where do we get it stamped at. And here's the actual official KREWE CRAWL display. Now, each one of these KREWE CRAWLs represents a different planet. So the theme for this year's Mardi Gras is different planets. The KREWE CRAWL Gem Planet. On Britannia, it's crystal clear that these folks know how to party. They are a shining example of a bright and colorful celebration. That's cool. We are on our way to the next Crew Crawl location. But while we're walking, I was just thinking, you know, the first time we came to this Mardi Gras event here in 2022, sweet bug in my eyeball, we were confused. I was like, why is there like astronauts and lizard people and lobsters and all kind of weird, like, I was like, what's that have to do with Mardi Gras? I was so confused. And so when we were actually on the parade, one of the cast members gave us the story, and he said, well, it's because every year at Mardi Gras in Universal, there's a theme. And this year's theme is all about space and all these different planets. So there's like 12 different planets, and each one of the planets has its own native inhabitants. It's got its own story, its backstory, its own name. So they basically created like all these unique, interesting planets for Mardi Gras. So the characters that are walking around represent the people that live on those planets. So that's really cool, I think.
He's playing red light, green light.
And they're playing Red Light, Green Light from Squid Game. Well, it's not really just from Squid Game, but that's probably
from when I was in elementary school.
What it's supposed to be. And then not only are the people that are walking around representative of each one of those planets, there are the different parade floats that are in the Mardi Gras parade that are also representative of the different planets. So like there's a reptile float, there's all the different space floats and things, so it's really cool. And I actually got to also get like some of the concept art, which I'll just kind of flash up on the screen right now. Some of the concept art for the people that were creating the Mardi Gras theme this year. And so like all of the characters and the planets, so it was really like well thought up. Like it wasn't just kind of, they were like, oh, let's just do space theme. Like they really created like these backstories for every planet, which I think is really cool.
Yeah.
And so now as we're kind of doing the crew crawl, each one of the locations that we have to go to is representative of those different planets. So like the Universal store was basically the reptile planet.
Yes.
And then the Betty Boop store, the silver screen was essentially like the gem planet. I've already forgotten the name of it, but basically Praia or something. But it's so each one. So as we're going through here, just remember that and think about what each one of the stores. I'll show like the little crew crawl graphic and the mask and all the stuff. But each one is representative of a planet. I think that's cool. I like how there's so much like backstory behind it. And when I was talking to the cast member, she was like, I think it's really cool that you're trying to figure out the backstory. She said most people just don't even care or think about it or even want to know. So I'm like, I don't know, I just think it's interesting. I like to, because I wanted to understand like what's going on. Like, why is there astronauts at Mardi Gras? I'm so confused. All right, we're trying to do these in order. So it looks like starting at Universal Studios, then heading down the boulevard here is the right way to go if you want to do them in order. And the next one that's on our list is the Five and Dime store, which also doubles as the Bourne Stuntacular exit. So all the people coming out of this store right now most of them have come out from the Stuntacular, but it's also the exit for the Monsters Makeup Show. So you have two big groups of people exiting from either the Bourne Stuntacular or the Monsters Makeup Show. And I just think this store is really cool. I love it. They have some really cool psycho stuff over there, like bloody towels and things, which I think are really cool. They have all the like original monsters from the monster universe, like the Mummy and Frankenstein's monster and the Bride of Frankenstein and Dracula. It's so cool in here. Here we are in the Five and Dime, and we made it to the Ice Giant Planet. And look at this cool monster right here. Check that out. That thing looks amazing. Like, that's such a cool art. Like, who got to think that up and design that? I just think that's so neat. It says, supersonic winds of space's coldest planet, Poydras, may leave you shivering, but its furry inhabitants won't give you the cold shoulder when you celebrate Mardi Gras with them. It's cool. And it looks like in the exit here to the Monsters Makeup, they've already got Halloween Horror Nights 2022 merch out. So we're going to have to come back and take a look at this, but I just happened to notice it on my way by. Look at that. Never go alone. Okay, we're going to have to pick some of that up. Well, you got some beads.
Yep.
She got one little cute thing of
One measly
beads.
bead. I have a lot at home.
One of the performers from the Space Planet threw it at her, and then she got it, but then she lost one of her earrings.
Yeah, but I got the earring.
So
Don't-
we had to grab the earring. It was like rolling away.
I didn't even know I lost it. He's like, your earring's gone.
I was like, it's right there. Go get it. It's rolling. I saw it happen. So anyway, how crazy is it that they already have Halloween Horror Nights?
I know. In April.
Stuff out for this year.
Yeah,
Like, that's crazy. I mean, that's like months and months away still.
literally.
We're not even into the summer hardly. But that doesn't mean that I'm not going to maybe pick some up. We'll see. I'm getting excited. There's all sorts of kind of interesting things coming out about Halloween Horror Nights that's coming up. Some of the new things that might be there. So, I don't know. Kind of excited for it. We have arrived to our next location. SpongeBob Store Pants. I love SpongeBob. I love Patrick. I know it was like sort of a kid's show, but I love it. I don't care. I watched it as an adult, and I thought it was one of my favorite shows when my kids were growing up, because it was something that I could actually watch and enjoy while they were watching it. So like, it wasn't just for them, because some kids shows it's really just for kids. Like the adults just kind of have to suffer through it. But SpongeBob was like amazing. I would laugh my butt off on every episode. I really enjoyed the show. And I also love this store. I think it's so cool. My favorite thing in this store is the pineapple. They have this really cool pineapple in here. And here's Gary inside the pineapple. And here's a little dance party in here that we can get our dance on. Found the KREWE CRAWL location here in SpongeBob Store Pants. I'm not gonna lie, it was kind of hard to find. It was like deep into the actual store. Usually they're in the front. What do we got here? The aquatic planet. Seize the day. The residents create quite the commotion in the underwater cities of Leonidas when they celebrate Mardi Gras. It's quite the sophisticated event. That's cool. The aquatic planet. Yeah, that makes sense. Aquatic planet, SpongeBob. Now, of course, while we were here at the KREWE CRAWL, we've got to stop and take advantage of our 12-ounce refillable cup. So I think we're going to stop right here and either pick up the Emerald Mojito or the Gaia Smash. I think we've actually tried both of these before, but I don't remember if they're that great or not. All right, what'd you get?
The mojito again.
I had a feeling you were going to go for the mojito.
So yeah.
I think I remember it was pretty good last time. I mean, not to me, because it tasted like a margarita.
Yeah, I think I've had it like twice. I feel like this is my third time.
Doesn't it just taste like a lime margarita?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, hard pass for me. But she likes it.
Yep.
Hard pass for me. On our way to the next stop, which is the Men in Black shop. Obviously, this is the exit for the Men in Black ride, in case you were confused. I like the Men in Black thing. I think it's cool. That's supposed to represent the World's Fair up there back in the day, which is technically supposed to be alien saucers disguised as the elements from the original World's Fair way back in the day. We got some neat things in this store. Batman. They got Superman. And that looks like the Henry Cavill version of Superman, thankfully. Okay, where's the KREWE CRAWL? Where's the KREWE CRAWL? I gotta find the KREWE CRAWL. I see it over there. Let's check it out. It looks like it's gonna be the Space Age planet. I guess that makes sense. Not everyone can pull off a spacesuit and a Mardi Gras mask, but the humanoid residents of Girard Rocket join them. Oh, Rocket, haha, get it? Rocket? Join them for an out-of-this-world party. That's cool. Notice this mask has 3 eyeballs. Well, 5 technically. All right, there we have it. Space Age planet. This next planet that we're headed to is I'm the most excited for because it's definitely at my favorite ride in the park. okay, it's not my favorite ride, but it's definitely in the top 3. Okay, it's not. It's the Fast and Furious ride, in case you were trying to figure out where we were going with this. So apparently the next planet that we need to visit is in the exit store at Fast and the Furious. So let's check it out. I mean, they do have some cool cars out here, I gotta say. I'll be honest. I actually have this car right here. So I love this car because I own it. All right, let's see here. Where's the crew crawl? Crew crawl, crew crawl. I'm a little disappointed that they got rid of Vin Diesel here. I like to take photo opportunities with him. Photo shots, but now he's gone, so this is a cool car. Oh, I found it. Here we go. Steampunk Planet, huh? That's a cool mask. That's a really cool mask. I love that. I wish they had that. That's a cool mask. It says they play it by gear on the planet of Navarre, but shift into party mode when the Mardi Gras comes around. Residents create complex masks that allow them to celebrate incognito. Steampunk Planet. Next up is the San Francisco Candy Factory. Uh-oh, this one might be bad. I might actually have to get something in here. Feeling a little hungry. Oh, and it's right here at the entrance. The Gas Giant. Oh, these masks are cool. They remind me of cotton candy. This almost looks kind of like ice cream. Gas Giant on Dryads. The parade floats, making for a very uplifting Mardi Gras celebration that cannot be missed, quote unquote. Cute. Okay, now I kind of have to look around and see if there's anything in here that I want to eat. They have the Big Pink in here, so if you happen to be over by the Simpsons land and they run out, or the line looks really long, you can still get the Big Pink in the Candy Factory, and there's nobody in line here. So just a heads up. We are getting close to the end of our crew crawl here. We're stopping in at the Irish Imports. We've actually been in this store. This was actually the first place that I saw a crew crawl and happened to actually notice it in any of the stores. So I'm kind of glad to come see it again. This one's actually really cool. That's kind of neat. So we are on the Plant Planet for an unbelievable Mardi Gras celebration. Join the citizens of Kenil na Hiran. I don't know. They don't moss around when it's time to party. I like the cute little cheeky copywriting that they have here. This is your one-stop shop for all Irish apparel.
Happy Mardi Gras!
So the next stop on our crew crawl is actually inside the Monsters Tribute store. It's supposed to be in the Sahara Traders store, but that is currently closed down and been converted into the Monsters Tribute store because the Mummy is under refurb right now. So we got to go in here and find the crew crawl. And I see it right here, the Sand Giant. Mardi Gras becomes complete sandemonium as the residents of the whatever that says throw their sands in the air and party. Ooh, this one looks scary. Yikes. But while we're in here, we might as well take a look at the Monsters Tribute store. I love this store. I think it's so cool. Ooh, look, it's not blocked off in here anymore. We can go in here. Oh, I've been wanting to come back in here, but it's been closed for a while. And look, this is where Poseidon's trident is hanging out. Give me that trident! The magic, I feel it flowing in my veins. Alright, I just had to do that because I always wanted to touch the trident. There's a lot of cool other things in here. If you look way up there behind all that stuff, you can actually see the exit for the Mummy ride. So those are the ramps that you come down when you get off the ride. So it's all blocked off by all this stuff right now. And the Monsters Tribute store is converted from the Sahara shop to the Sahara Traders shop to this Monsters Tribute store. Yeah, that's pretty cool. All right, so the next one on our list, I'll be honest, was a little tough to find. It's actually behind me. It's called the Film Vault. And it's just this store on the corner here that, depending on which entrance you go into, says different things. Like it says Walgreens, or it says Genco Imports, Kitty Cat Club. I mean, there's a bunch of signs right here, and we didn't even notice the Film Vault, so we literally walked around this block like 3 times before we finally actually realized it was the Film Vault store right here. So right across from Transformers, because on the map it just says this general corner, like this whole block. So it took us a while to find it, but we did find it. So this is the Electric Planet. For a shocking good time, charge on over to Ursuline's Mardi Gras Carnival. They definitely know what's what on their Om Sweet Om. Ah, that's cute. There's such cool designs on these masks. I really like them. I'll be honest, I've never stepped foot in this store before, ever, in my entire life. I have never been in this store. What all do they have in here? I mean, they have a lot of Jaws apparel. Wicked Shock, Amity Island, Massachusetts. Oh, that's a cute shirt. What's this? Is this King Kong? Look how fuzzy it looks. What is that?
I guess it's King Kong.
I think it's King Kong, yeah, because it's got Kong up here and the creatures from the King Kong movie. Oh wow, they have some really cool pictures in here. Check that out. That's from the Labyrinth. Got Back to the Future up here. They got all, and look, there's like signatures from all the cast up there. Christopher Lloyd. Wow, that's neat. Huh. It looks like you can buy these too. So like, this Labyrinth one is $2,500, and the I think the Back to the Future one is $3,125. I don't actually think that's that expensive for that. It's huge and it has all the signatures. Look, they actually have the Office merchandise in here. Schrute Farms. They've got Dunder Mifflin here, Employee of the Month. The Scranton branch. Huh. It's funny, they actually have the Office merchandise in here. So once again, one of the things that I really like about these like scavenger hunt type things or guided tours is that you end up finding things and seeing things that you never would have done before. I didn't even realize that store was there. I've probably walked by it 1,000 times. Have you ever stepped foot in that store?
I have, because I got everybody water that was in line for Transformers. You guys were in line for Transformers. I got everybody water one time.
So I've never been in there, but she's been in there. But then how come you didn't know where it was?
Because I forgot. And that was like a long time ago.
But yeah, like I said, you find all kind of stuff. And look, we made it to our next spot. This is the Transformers exit. That's a cool Transformer. I believe that is Megatron from Beast Wars. Looks pretty cool. Oh, they have the OG Optimus Prime and the OG Grimlock. Oh, now this is throwing me back to my childhood right here. This is the OG Megatron when he transformed into a big giant gun. They got the OG Starscream. Man, they got all the originals here. Do they actually transform, or are they just figures? I feel like these are just figures, though. Yeah, I don't think they transform. I think they're just figures. So that's kind of lame. Because what's a Transformer without the transformation? Like, huh? I don't know. I guess it's an action figure. It said action figure, but you know what else is an action figure? A Transformer that transforms into an action figure. That's also an action figure, so. All right, got to get this last couple here in the Transformer shop. Fire Planet. Go with the flow on Toro, where they flame to please, they lava good party, and always make their Mardi Gras celebration one of the hottest in space. That's pretty cool. Oh, look at this one. This mask is so humongous, it has planets on it. How cool this Bumblebee is. It's really cool. All right, so let's check out how we're doing here. We've got, let's see, we've got 1, 2, 3, well, we've got all of them except for the last one. Tonight Show. Well, I think we know where the Tonight Show is. It's gonna be right there in that corner. Well, let's go there next, and we'll finish this thing out. Last stop on our crew crawl, The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon. I don't actually feel like that ride is that bad. I kind of like it. It was a lot better. The first time I ever rode it, it was a lot better than I thought it was going to be. Let's see what we got here. And here we have the last one, the Moon Belt. Don't take for granted a stop in the Elysian Fields cluster of moons. It's a Trey moon dust gathering that everyone will stop by in lunar or later. How cool. Now that's an interesting mask. That's pretty cool, made out of all these rocks. That is pretty cool. As an added bonus, when you're in the store, you can pick up the panda costume. In case you're looking for any Halloween ideas, only $99.95. And there's our last stamp for the crew crawl. Let's go get our prize. I want to see what we get. I know it's a mask, but I want to see like what the mask actually looks like. If it's a quality mask, a nice mask, if they have different options. Now let's talk a little bit about the crew crawl itself. I actually was a little bit worried in the beginning because of the fact that after the first one or two, I was a little bit worried when we had to actually go through the line to pay, because all the locations are stores where you can buy merchandise or get food or whatever and snacks. And so I was a little bit worried, like we may have to wait in some, because those merchandise lines get really long. But honestly, it was pretty fast.
Yeah, I just walked up to most of them.
Yeah, like most of them didn't have a line at all. I mean, I think the longest one we waited in was like 2 minutes or something. Like that's nothing. So it ended up working pretty well, but I was like nervous in the beginning. We got our prize at the end, and they did actually have, I'll show it on the video there. They did actually have a bunch of different choices for the masks, surprisingly. And they're really nice masks, so show, what did we get? Which one did we get? Ta-da! You see it? Look how cute that mask, and it's like a nice mask.
Yeah.
Like, they sell those masks in the actual stores. We actually bought some, and they're like $20, $30, or $40 for some of those masks. I mean, I'm not saying that this mask is like quite as nice as the $40 masks, but overall, I mean, it's a pretty nice mask. I think she'll probably actually end up wearing it to the next time we come back to Mardi Gras, so I think it's cool.
Yeah.
So what did you think of the crew crawl overall?
Oh, I loved it. I thought it was super fun. It was super easy. One was a little hard for us, the film vault, for some reason. But the rest is just easy. You get to like roam around, see some merchandise you haven't seen before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The film vault was hard. That one was hard. I don't know why. We literally walked past it like 3 times before we actually found it. So I thought it was lots of fun.
Yeah, I loved it.
Overall, I highly recommend the crew crawl. And now apparently they also have this sort of scavenger hunt, self-guided tour at other times of the year also.
Yeah, which we didn't know.
Which I didn't know either. So they have like a Christmas one, they said. They said they have one like Halloween horror nights. So I think we're going to have to try those ones as well.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I think that'll be pretty cool. So overall, had a blast. Hope you've enjoyed finding the crew crawl locations and learning a little bit about Mardi Gras and the theme this year around space planets. Now I'm excited to see what's the theme going to be for next year.
Right.
So thanks again for joining us. We hope you had a great time. Until tomorrow, don't forget to subscribe, like, hit that comment and the notifications below so you know when our next video drops. It will be tomorrow, just in case you are wondering. Until next time, the noble way
It's the easy way.
Bye-bye, everybody.